so Ghana, the Fourth Republic. Mema room fee as I to penny bia since 1992 eba. Now 2024 a very very crucial, very important elections. And a kosono KWT Arsenal report out to a bano panonium koso from a homachini na our various constituencies, 276 constituencies, and casting votes no call equity team come or sorry 10 and a Fiat Chairman Agyemang so be taking over. What to aswadi the report near my koso on a big brother the maestro GH ebe to ya to from Donku ya kopim se no num ne bepo na yehu de Susan the board in Robefa. So we are seated, updated, all updated in United Air. Remember, we say as it stands now, we are expecting NIPA 18,754,150 set on Betuaba. Our 2024 elections, and Macatro 18,774,159. Nipa ye need that's what expected so Betuaba. Na Nipa preno 12 candidates. And our ballot paper that's 1 to 12. Why? And it deserves a say. Kwabena swaba. No by the president of Ghana in the Fourth Republic. Time will tell. Bre and Nkaba the better. And it just say for say Bonsu the sports president. See, Kwaswana catcher or down for no can't down for. And I can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend since MP. And they are translated by a call straight away. Na yakwa di din komo na yahudi niyama ebesifa akoyen commercial north. Na Nana Ken Kennedy Minta yen Nana Ken enkonkodin komo semensha no sen na hotie what sen ye wia ye be kokko be Cape Coast nya no ye be ko yen sentro ni shot enso ready na ye no so akwakodin komo ti wonya fanto a na ni tema aka tru bi no so da to 105.7 HO frequency AP is the name TV ni AP TV you are live intimate straw risk card decoder no na AP TV na yentoa so emfa emfri ho anti yenkona ne Nana Ken yes yana Ken enkonkutin komo na emfri eye mention north eye constituency na yemusa ne se from anopane pano se na mention north etie Nana Ken yenkona menena na enin komo ewo okay Nana, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, President.
I'm just a pombo comedian.
Ghana no people are small. The first year so like boy matter at your home
right Nana I'm say and Ajeba Jobeka say Jana be drew Ghana drew say kone kotre ya adwene apatu mu no as a Ghanaian this time around you know we so Obeka as a Ghanaian diama ye afra no Provincial North sign na etio
President me that so no ko na the big ever I get the say abana so mention na later say no basa idea in ha Kenya ye chi amapana so we try about that you have na what to I don't know about the amount of which you imagine so ever try about so dream economy ya fana lie it's in the man of the actual no yeah open see here coping said no na ya be set ya kin kind so far the say ABN like I said we also things
right Nana mama musao I said to don't complain say most especially uba Santi region ha ono ma to abano e form no krebum sir
the crowd is me come e fafa and so and no then that's what they fancy you ta e liago and in ni come say ni come watch about 2,000 million for ever and the internet you can the tobacco million to not near salad into the you can find out the salad about no she said oh chuma I said the cake chuma oh the Casadia channel for no now just affect is now come the most numbers any time I think if you try about
oh okay let's say said omo kano say nipante emametono no kribia say nim
okay yeah finally nipante okay first time most after like thinking but you know after baba ko mi nfa ko pa ko mi no ko
right now and we are AP radio 105.7 AP TV you better ask nyame show amenia bibia kire ya be saba Right, and I can't know Oko PML mention North constituency and now a report flew by Agyemang no straight away. Yabeko Cape Coast near Kodin Komo, ye central Ishan, Cape Coast North and Cape Coast South. Young question, Honey, Shan and Kunkutin Komoni Musan says so. From Anopa, Nuncia, Baya, non so chassis here to a saying, and a Cape Coast South and North, and 70. It's all about the election 2024 live on AP Radio 105.7 and AP TV. Aquatua Badin, Yehia, Nidima, Okwatua Badin, na Okufi. Kaya ubeti API kaya or obetitinina. I don't know the day nipa ba kope na ye hwese obedi Ghana so obi antimedi so emanu enye yenti we enye he enye wetimi wakami bia asem da bi enti said me kan to editor when say Ghana and 2024 elections ye koso no nipa ye hwese on beto about 18,774,159 276 constituencies. Now take it from me say Ope regional nipa ho currently abaya to regional nipa ho pa Accra from Accra na Abakumas name constituency do so pa so the Asante regional or the most constituencies which is 46 and also the freeway panunti enter ye be crossover na ishana homa no entomo no yenko Kwabena East Obed. And so I craduni and Obed and Quatruchin comment a big brother that might radiate and a kind Casania Twaso a free haunty or minor Obed Kwabena East and Yebecon one any Obed Adinkona Kwabena East, Yabus Obed, the Nema Echo. We have Ghana, you need to be aside Ghana. So yem protect Ghana, yes, yem protect Ghana. Tiko tuaba na kofi asedu bekasum dwiemule enye he bia okay. Enti yes ye na yensaka Obed yenkona yene Obed enkona yinkodi nkobo Kwabena East ni Mr. Obed se edien ena nema sifako ewo Kwabena East constituency wabra ene abato ekoso ewo ho aha ti anopano ne wie benyina wotin sebienko na meni Obed ni nkomo. Yeah, Obed, good afternoon. Let me be a fine minute. Yeah, the radio so bad. Kwabena East, Kwabena East about to start here. At the end, there cost war.
You see, 24 editment of pepe. As I said, boss, the share money in our kama. In the board there, no room upon media fano. And I see my pine. But the police station, the hour, or my commander coin. Now, Kwabena is here. Or more 30 letter areas now, Kwabena is 30 letter areas no. Police stations, a woman 295. And all Kwabena is. Now, Pasante Mountain, but here, 12 about one more vote. Kwabena is doing what in mine. They are not. Asante we dibenya vote kese a Kwabena East kan pa na nukreni yemfa nukreni sia manfo oba Kwabena East a be bia yedi anapana yisi ma kwan ya le bosses no e ba bontin no ana mu se Kwabena East general chairman aya tan der ma usu dedikan koto na ba wi no ohun ni failure enu bibia o dide se Kwabena de e ba dia e to about from 2000 Kwabena East de bia MPP nefa intina MP no or we say omo there on one befa na me dina che akaka no so ne MP nam MP fia no about MP fia no about AP radio AP TV e di adwuma na ye intimate team esimu e police station number 1 number 2 e wo Kenya ase jidim ni bon to fi Kenya ase east and Kenya ase west wo kan nyina boma 27 police stations and ameko na me di kasa ase fi Kenya ase jidim I police station number A and B na akọ ho dia o ma tire se mo de o mu tuni o metre no mayi o mampani a o mu pe because mo pese o be ka so tifie wa nto abani bi won ko Kwabena East Kenya ase east didi mo no didi fo ne de turnout no dey was sort of police station A 710. Asana para me call no they move 210 to 10 o'clock from at Abanavi. 10 o'clock not 210 out of 710. At Abanavi of police station A. Oko police station B did and also 610 out of 10 o'clock. Then it passed 225. That's not Abanavi. Some say and a for the turnout from the Baku baby and not from Komania Break. Me feel also on the call Royal Baptist and also Kwabena East to Kenya East region I'm call. I also call the other turnout no from Papa. Both police station A, police station B. Almost through 564 in the police station A. Police station A now 564 no. Now out of 10 o'clock I'm doing no. Then if I'm 97 and out to Abano. And I'm the police station B. Police station B so about one day so name almost 512 and Nipo Metmato about 105 and it's matter because AP TV, AP radio for the best analysis, for the best reporting, for the best updates. My friends who are Metro baby, I attend and say Odia and also Kwabena East, Kenya East to answer Odia. So do answer Odia, Utraka Tredia. No, the honorable Muntaka, the super. Now, Monday, Oduro, peace, the Casa in the or you got to answer with the ape. No, Muntaka, as well. Into what the DI cool, the DI, set of particularly the free didn't call Royal Baptist, you call about the answer them. Police station on the baby, Basabasa, the or come out. Now, so and also police station A, near 525 never to Abano. We do 1120, maybe 271. After my baby, our Moko. Police station B so 527. 527, no more so. Or more matter my baby, FUA 200. And to Kwabena East, Kenya East. And what did you know there? 10 out to me good. Oko Royal Baptist A and B, 10 out of form. Oko Hansi ODR, 10 out to also A good. And I'm sure that bar Aussie and so Kenya East more, I did more. And what there, we do not maintain once and because Bob for almost say asumge because all the to consent and some the buyer and some buyer and say or you see for no buyer tomorrow almost a month to if you are panel this is commission to and the Agyemang because baby I'm not the minimum queen oh Kama can be and new quantum so police station A B no one I mean to once a buy mean to once a can buy and say baby I'm I issue ballot people no mono na ensure then so about mono a police and immigration and all center na anya police ba ko immigration ba ko a omo na wo obi an obi so de ni bi an wo asumdwe de Kwabena say wan say ento abanani na asumdwe ba Kwabena is ti le be medru ne de asumdwe nko an wo na me so so e de me employ na to asumdwe be bia AP radio AP TV the best way to for am more the fact and the figures.
Right, Obed, and area, yes, AP Radio, AP TV, AP Media. You better dance a powerful voice, accurate interview. It is said, okay, and of course, what dear tree, you better from be a vessel baho, now with the update na to us. You better ask a oh, fire, minia. Okay, the Obed, no Kwabena is now or Diabana, and a panona, a bass, a salawusu, a bracket, a retransano, a copas, a cochimia anima, a youth, and there be a pomano. Na esara ere sembe bre atuja yes and this amanyo ku opani otum franka so ere sembe bre atuja we refer no John Dramani Mahama enso ni sempe atuja ni nyina yebekọ na yakwa akotie yenkonkotie NDC John Dramani Mahama emra.
Other elections have been not as obvious, but with this one, everybody can tell the direction in which it's going. And that's because of the abysmal performance of the Bawumia Akufo-Addo government, the situation of our economy, the hardship people are facing, the increasing unemployment, and all the difficulties Ghanaians are going through. They want somebody who's more experienced, who knows how to run things, to come and take over and rescue this country.
What will be a good parliamentary majority for you?
Absolute majority. It's going to be I predict more than 150 members of parliament.
Mr. President, prior to this election, you had cause to complain that the EC was colluding with the party in power. Are you satisfied with what you have seen following today's?
The process hasn't ended, and often in my experience with MPs, EC and elections, it's normally peaceful until something starts happening. That's why I said if it continues like this to the end, we'll all be satisfied. But you never know what our opponents have up their sleeve.
What checks have you put in place to ensure that you, according to your perception, are not cheated out in this election?
We've done that, all that any political party must do. We have trained our agents. We have agents in all the 40,663 polling stations. We've trained them well, and we have monitors, we have observers, all looking out to make sure that everything goes well. After this, normally the voting process is smooth, but if the problem starts coming when you have the counting and the collation, that's where most often the problem starts.
Mr. President, you were at your father's grave just a while ago. Can you tell us what transpired there?
Oh, I just went to say prayers. In my tradition and our culture, if you are faced with a battle ahead or some tough task or assignment, it is their tradition to go to those who gave birth to you and go and pray and ask them to stand behind you. And so it's normal in our parts here. So my uncles organized the prayers, and they're Muslim. And so they said Muslim prayers on the grave of my friend.
Thank you very much.
Yes, there's one election that almost everybody can see what the result is going to be. Other elections.
Are you right, friend? John Dramani Mahama. Oh, say, Anopano Sebo, Kone Papa Naso. Eko Bompay, and Nila no Trim say, a car, a man, and Yamamre, Eddie, and Mao, Mutu, Kobompay, never pass a wapa. Metana chiti na me yatuma no mo koko pie watana de na ohun resource me say class captain abakura unia ugina bipa na enokrampo no yetuna amfa yem si enyema to no asen kran gu mpa so adi eba na bato aketo bi anim ti okope obaba mbo kakra enom John Drama de baba ento bete big brother the maestro GH ka na mom no yɛrɛse ebeko Cape Coast ne Ishan akwakodin komo Cape Coast South and North yene Ishan enkonkodin komo ne musa no de ne ma esifa eko ewo ho Facebook ne PTVG join Facebook no na fa o messages ne bra ye gbeje tata said ye yenti ase woto akose dem ne nyina no ye dey update nyina be mente said yo Hawaii abra sika se. Okay, Abra true. Ghana must be first in every steps of the way. That is very, very true and very, very necessary. Yeah, as Ghanaians, Ghana first. Be Sheriff Mohammed, the fire emojis and ode aguo edi amaye. Okay, mamishe. Na yenke wi ebe call ne akuti His Excellency na nadu danko kufuado obinke Emmanuel the thumbs up do Daniel sendi so win okay yate church say when Emmanuel Kofi why is going down. Kwaja Sempa Furniture Works, good afternoon to everyone from Kwaja Sempa Furniture Works, Doom Kumase. Thank you so much, Bra Kojo Sebi Kama. Keep your messages coming, keep your messages coming. And my young Konya Kuti, Nanado Danko Kufuado, and then the wife, Rebecca Mambeki, Eko Tuabanu Chebi, Yinina, Awie, say no the two, Ghana.
How was it?
Fine. The process was excellent. Very smooth, very simple.
Comparatively to the number of elections you voted in, how do you see this very well?
This one's very efficient. Very, very efficient.
People are cheering to you.
I'm happy about that.
So much has been done.
Yeah, but I think apart from today, the reports that are coming in from across the country suggest that this election is going very well and that it is being done peacefully. Ghanaians are showing their commitment to democratic outcomes, and we all have to be thankful to God for that. What I want to tell everybody is, those of you who have yet to vote, please go out and vote. Each vote counts. Your voice matters. And we want to have a situation whereby, at the end of the day, the majority of Ghanaians are satisfied with the outcome.
Way free, His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado, Chebi, a brown and a wife, Mambeki, Yes, Rebecca Kufado, Omokoto, Mabawi, Central for Piana. Now, you need to come out in some outdoor to your name. Now, Esla Usu, as Uncoche, Yanibia, Yenti Esla Usu.
And not create alarmist situations. We never do that. All our agents here are fed. We've asked them to work for us since dawn. We have to ensure that we've given them breakfast, we've given them lunch, and we've given them dinner. And so we have cars going around distributing food to our agents. They got to the Assemblies of God polling station, and the NDC were insisting that we had stuffed the food packs with something, and so they created a scene there. And I've read online portals carrying it as if the voters there were hooting at food that we were voting, were sending to people in the queue. That's grossly inaccurate. And I'd be grateful if at least you take the trouble to ascertain exactly what's going on. I mean, if I'd come here and people started shouting for whatever reason, not everybody in this constituency votes MPP. So definitely they have NDC people whom they can induce to create unnecessary tension and confusion here. We don't want any incident in Ablekuma West. Everybody wants to come out and vote peacefully. We've conducted our campaign peacefully. They are determined to create something just for making news. We're not interested in that. We're interested in creating the conditions for people to come out and demonstrate that they fully support the Member of Parliament and are going to throw their weight behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So I'm sending this note of caution to them. We will not tolerate any such incident from them. I and my people are prepared to do whatever it takes to promote the peace in this constituency. But if they come and misbehave, we'll meet them squarely. And I charge you reporters to report accurately. The food we are sending is food we send to all our agents in every polling station, every election, and you are aware of that. So if we're sending food packs to our agents, how do you create the impression that we're seeking to induce voters in the queue with food? We've never done that there. So where from this? About where you're getting those statistics from.
Yes, Yera, and as a mammy, a friend or a Esla Usu, or Tresse, on common coaching, and if you are Western, and Samuel Mokekano, I will say to me, I am quite a man so near Kwaswase, na many Taylor, and Kunkutin Common, and Musan study near my Opel constituency by or Ghana. We all know it's a tension, and Wakakra Aswase. Yeah, Mammy Taylor in Como. Taylor, good afternoon. Afternoon, President. Pumboko, the Tila. I'm Biaboko, Sukama. Mate, Panona, about one Shassi, walk or what? As once to say, my own Winston and Yamati, Yinan Tiasa, he Kakrabai, Lucrebium Trimu.
Oh, I have now the media, baby, I'm only there so far, and Tawantawa Biamba.
Okay.
Bibia Koku, Udiansi.
Okay, and to tell our over far.
Me was Methodist, just as true.
Oh,
as was West.
As was West. Oh, nice. It's not about wanting to say Nipper to, and I say, oh, it is.
So far, the Santana, the Nipper 379, also better, but by so far, the 201 are better.
Oh, wow. 201 are better.
Yes, 201.
Now, I want to say, almost 2 or more coffee, and I to say,
it's expectation were high. I'm up for any average.
Okay.
Mate,
right till I never dance in a doma Messa Baona, UBCB, and also
Mate.
All right, okay, and Tiani Taylor, Swansea West, and your cooking come, young Manasuna, and Brajon. Yes, and Kokudi and Como, Kwame free, and Kokudin Como. Na ye Musano say, Edian Ekoso, baby OCCA, quickly, Yabekona, Yana Kudin come away from that Emmanuel will say good morning. I'm watching the election spotlight from Agyemang Kanta. Ghana needs peace. Let's all go out and vote massively. My special greetings to the church members of Revival Baptist Church inside Agyemang Kanta. Keep on doing a good way. Shalom. Thank you. Frank Newborn say Afa Papa Emmanuel Poku the fire emojis go. Godfrey Donko. It's a nice coverage. Thank you so much, Godfrey Donko. And no idea on so idea, but keep your messages coming. APTVGH or the 2 3 things at a time. Over like over share now or the comments in but it's all about the 2024 elections. Yes, Ghana. Makacho say a special day any abrepa and the now it's all about Ghana. We must promote Ghana. The big brother, the master is very ready. Yeah, but on your team come. Yeah, Konya and Brajon. Kwame free and Konkuti and come off. Yes, Brajon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's go.
Vijilisa Namia Duma Pumboko.
Radiatum Yaboko.
Yeah, the radiasi. Ni eja osumne se we Guma Ghana manyami shapa.
Amen.
Na sesi aka say wo hefa.
Sesi a meno ka say there. They were Wadato electoral area. Na medical farmer probono esi eboa. Na me be PH na antana meka result epitami anase emo epitami na me den sembi to that me for na patomini isi for me katai na the na omukante ye na announcement away TV to radio so we be out here AP TV AP radio and I will be want to na ban onfa America and now enko so the line is no go to aban and sana ayele we can say any mu no mo be pona mu ko gina hotana e go peso a ahokyere ne be ba ma yenyina dan say me call ye no the bia me du bia the police station bia honda but any panel go so to the but honda nti we ne nka ba me be ma ye tie for dan say ya ka say a bia be to fom bia no ye de be ma ye tie for ye be so mo sompa amomo etie ni na me call you call a CFY MA AHS 21. Nipa SSN or motor abaye 218.
Okay.
218. Ebesi ebre muno. Nipa 81 and a ato. Danso na CFY wana me call MA AHS AHS 2B. And to Nipa SSN or motor abano 404. This is our brain. Emu 140 and a ato 140 and a ato. Na meba MA primary and also Nipa SSN or motor 385. Now that seems to be Nipa is or mother say 137. Now if you want to do meba Adato and Katepe Ushimate. Adato Ushimate. We call St. Francis Anglican 2. And also Nipa SSN or Moto Abaye 536. Everything Sabiano Kate Nipa 224 and a ato. And I'm so St. Francis also. St. Francis Anglican 2, Eroshumatan 2. I want to Nipa 554 and a total motor. This is Nipa 232 and a Omato. Now I'm free one and I'm a bar. What that's so Ushumate why you'll be idea. The travel no more upper primary 1. Upper primary 1. I want to Nipa a total motor here 598. This is 259 and a half. Upper primary 2. Nipa is almost to 681. And no dear, a move half and I say a pro half now to 300. boy a dinner thing. And that's so a dinner thing. In school. I want to T school a dinner thing. Do one. If I enter almost 560. Every sister I know that I play 230 and a half. 230 and a half. Tansona. T school 3. T school. I dinner to order. And so any person almost 475. And this year I'm not at 17 and a half.
Okay. Etie.
Hello.
Yetie Obra John.
Etie. Maybe my problem I been here so I didn't say school no. Me busua me ni nemo me ba process it be a better form our father to electoral area. Professor Kinsley Nyako Empesuasun and at Menenam Tia, Befa, Ipia, information, Ipia, Namidiaba. And Upia, Ubusua, APTV, AP Radio, Onya, Ongusua until Otua Beria, Ufie and Koyeke Katikabia, now the TA, Tia went to a Tia at the day at Toho, and my TA for me at the better one. That they would do. Who do police station where we are? And man, another young boy in India more money to it. What for a very Vienna, SSO copy? Who goes there not all court to progress? No, you did it. Not our police for a pound of more for the way air for Amman Nancy or one is to say, what for a very okay, and Kaiba made the Emma Matthew for. He said, do make that one what to let him read the air can piano. Yeah,
John, you better say P media and the TF ya for me that say. Who you my Yamaya Duma, Yaman why? Okay, Tiano John Free, Bro John, and I am a good team commodity, Nessa, Dutuana, Kotua Pano, and no idea if free honor air panono. Dutan Cotura Quanta Sonsono, yes, Cocrebia Pontia Brantibiama. You answer say Branty na frɛ obodi bi ofun so say Hamza megeno esa kokora pa ana amano that punch no anya punch takra no dia amano no it your friend Hamza reinforcement aba okay obere pebe ko na akwa koyeza video no na quickly be ko real so na yakwa teki Linda e dia free say real so na Linda ama yahudie eneme ko baby owo ene abato no said the AC fa ko so high AP radio 105.7 AP TV Facebook no AP TV G to the 2 night or like was and comment na ba menko na me Linda e wo so no Sister Linda, good afternoon. Hello Sister Linda.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Now what to say?
Ya me ado na so.
Na me ado me so me ho ya pa.
Okay.
Yeni komo we also send a hot here.
Okay, me wa yes. Na sister la me dina no ye. Woman school. Woman. Papa okay.
Etie pa.
Me dina woman school. JHS special.
Okay.
Police station code me is G00403 028. That's all. Me do want to be presiding officer no. I see a friend of John Harrison Mensa.
Okay.
So we be trying to say she's an apasa. This is our main. Me pado do what say. And I to abano woman school happy. And I'm a man and say me pado do have to 192. 192.
Okay.
Now we say me pado do what say na what for more to abano not say me pado do what for more say 658. 658. Me now can say 658 no. Only 192 and I see me out to abano. Now abano so mo di so amoto. When you be have say. Abamba and so I have say. Two agents to follow both NDC and NPP. Obia have say
Martin sister Linda, Yabedas, every permanent will be able to us to be a Fagun Kratos, a Bessaba, now they are to us. Okay, you're also your coin, Linda, another report on the floor. My next, I want to the same thing 658, Nipa 658, and there was so much to Abana 192 now 466 and Conco to Abano. It tells you, say, Bano di Nipe appears so much to Abano. We are hoping, yes, early days here, say 2 crown. I know me, no, enya moiti, ebebo, ye try home na big brother, embrem na ometwa so emfama, yenkokuti, omani be ya ifriminowara, yenti na yemra sisi na the maestro, emetwa so emfa emai. Okay, ye video wimra, uluma na wa punchi a branti yeno, yara usemu, okay, there was no ti abrante no ofre Hamza no. Ofre Hamza say Hamza me Hamza ba no ni palo poncho kra Hamza me bo. Esi wo kwada so. All right, interesting times ahead. We nyina do yeni abre se bibia be kama. It's part of those things. It shouldn't extend, and one the best it shouldn't extend. And one the best say to us. All right, yenti nyumwimra na the maestro enfamra yabasisia.
None of your Ghana at all. Ghana musicians, baby cholo lononi. Me odeka, na me akonu ti fafada. Akodada, manya exo. Mutani de wasuna about ala kasanga wa wajisu bafo da wutu rachi bu ala set balawo Agyemang oshiki phone debe shimu mtu njole sodo munye Liberia Sierra Leone Angola Rwanda Kenya Zimbabwe Sudan, Africa, Okumofra, one in Bibia, Okumofra, one in Bibia, Ghana, Yetraudo.
Enyen tokwasam party asemi Agyemang
party mun tokwa amo mai bisu adishie akoyenkwa ubi cross
oh hi party mun tokwa amo ni baba akoda baby basa
Ghana mai aye bejania kotogo ana
baby
Ivory Coast Burkina Faso ana say
Ghana
Yetraudo
Odona ya
Asumia yene
Agyemang Eya Genchira, it is about to be Dusa, Fako Propote Casana Yasikai, Marima Anima, Penny Mofro, Yakicha was on him on I would disagree, Firi. Now you free woman talk about parties and be
still on break up. So my betting kunima Akonenima Nature and Kabom so warriors. Sen Kabom so pay Juma. Achi say, ye wunu say, party A, party B, Yenina Ghana for about to wait.
Period 105.7. We are still preaching peace. Peace is what we need. At the end of the day, is Ghana. Ghana is the most important thing. Ghana should be your priority. Now, you ever call yes constituency be obi so to abawie ye. Unya wie no peja course to say any hanam to koye. Eti Johnny TV, no, APTV, Facebook, no, APTV, GH. You just can't understand people. Illiteracy is a disease. My goodness. What's wrong to be here? Who they are, ya pow. Oh God. Have a so last. That's it. Until they are coming to be here. There was hey. Yes, the constituency was I producers be per constituency crama and this is chairman more. Okay, what do you know? Elembele. Well, look at this, huh? Oh, too bad. And day, what best set a good example. I'm on my disono. Radio no mume. It's very sad. It is very sad and bad. Okay. Ninja we Ghana nana ye de ka ye ni baby akọ ye di ane hand. So you make sure say peace be after election na bibia kama say ya ma me Jane mention easy boss say ono ankasa wa bompa chi nyankopon asenya me aswe ese ewia die e koma no ana obenimi no anti eno so ya de a wo de ato ye nimu e say nkran say wa me mo bi ensuro na 12 candidates no ma obia ensuro na de owini ye ana o de betum enya de manipulations bia ebekoso enti ye ma me jin ana e de sansem no etuja. Okay, the maestro e crowd ye be call the maestro big brother na ya to so e de free ho ya the maestro minya apomboko de
nyankopon adom bibia boko
so ye de radio say o nyame adaroma ya say
Yes, this time in your sports.
Yeah,
politics. I can't say in a tuaba.
Yes.
Senate 992 Constitution. Say every 7 December, Ubia Betimi Akko, the polling station, no Akko Tuaba, Edi or Candini Fufrono in every 4 years, no, and no home renaswa, ye mojuma, okay, it's here since Central for no. Yeah, the information be a better from Biano. Yeah, be disseminated that information, no. And the public okay. Consumers, audience are muti, no. When I was say the accurate and then strategic information. I was here the moment. But just what I say, accurate information. I was here the moment. I be able to be kama.
Wow. Now the maestro Musa, the northern region, the free northern regions, no. Now yan twas on flu. Yan share. I mean, so we share previous elections. Okay. I na NPP. We all know say Akan will lead then a northerner at deputizing and iron vice. But this time around, we na northerners no. A bit me the bigger crabber.
Of course, yes.
How?
A bit to me the something special. I see. And the entire Mekasa say this is the first time I hear two northern people are homogena in two multi-party system, and as Obeka say, are dominating in our current 1992. If you say you call a democracy, no, we have only two political parties are dominating in election, and you have no other than the NDC and the NPP. What I say, and since say 1992 elections, as you know, it has always been dominated by other ethnic group. Now, the northern people maybe no ayo more as some running mates. So what I say, so check era Fifi John Evans Fifi Atamels in 2008 election, or the era John Dramani Mahama na yen running mate the same way. Now rather than Kufuado in 2008, or the era Alhaji Baumia and etimi in the running mate in 2008. So Ira Jonajukum Kofonso, so the Alhaji Aliyu Muhammad in the running mate in 2000 election. So definitely that has been the hallmark. But as a narrative netimi change kakra. And since 1979, a typical Muslim, obedi or minus say a mixture of Muslim and Christian, Dr. Hilali Man, or nobody so in 79, close to about 81, flight left Nigeria John Rawlings between Friday, yes or no. This has been the second time Ayenya two big northern people are almost standing in a ticket on their quest to actually become Achepa. And even 1979, that election, no, I think it was only Victor Usu standing in that particular election. So it was an Akan and then a northern, an ordinary, and then called them the northern. But I'll check it. This particular election,
45 years.
Yeah, 45 years. So we're talking about first time Ayenya two northerners almost standing in the ticket of the two most dominant political parties in our country. And that is the reason why I become But then so we check here, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, October 7th, 1963. And then the Jew media would in school or economist, sounds like a banker. Now, as far back in 2006, 2007, 2008, and now you're appointed to become a deputy governor at Bank of Ghana. And then Osei until say 2008, you ran another Dankwa Kufuado, as the running mate in 2008 election. The second time I hear Twaba 1992, since 1992 I hear co-runoff in he was part of another Dankwa Kufuado. But then Ucheke Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he wasn't a politician, but then he was a professional economics and banker. But then he was born to Alhaji Mumuni Baumia. And then Wawu Maku 18, Alhaji Mumuni Baumia 18. Baumia Papa 18. But Baumia is the 12th child of Alhaji Baumia Mumuni. But then young conference said, at the time, Dr. Kofi Abrefa Buzia, Omu Egum includes to about 1966. You overthrew Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Now you are Dr. Abrefa Buzia Echo 69. Ebedi or my name 69 to 1972 Mohonomono. I think he formed a party and then it was about UP, and then Dr. Abrefa Buzia was leading that particular political party. And UP, it was the formation of other political parties and establishing the UP, Emma Dr. Kofi Abrefa Buzia. And Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Papa, he was part of that particular formation of UP. So the Northern People's Party, and the Northern People for Dr. Alhaji Mumuni Baumiano, he was part of that Northern People's Party. It is a check here, Northern People's Party. Or no, sa party no Alhaji Mumuni Baumia Papa. Alhaji Mumuni Baumia Papa. No account momotes that particular political party no. And Chief Dumbo, and so Ekahubi, and Chief Abifa Kabo. No so Kahubi no more establish a Northern People's Party. But then Omuhunia Ayene Fata. So Omubetimi Akamon Tamabum together with the Akan form war, Asehanomono. Nobody may develop just one political party to be called UP party. Nobody may face it in the 1969 elections. Nobody may rim at the 1972. So that was the first time who said Dr. Kofi Abrefa Buzia becoming the second prime minister of our country called Ghana in the Second Republic. Being a ceremonial president as Edward Akufo-Addo in 1972. So he was part of that particular formation of the UP. That is the reason why when the NPP, formation of this particular political party in the Bayer, before me UP, before me PFP, before me the NPP. So Utrisi to the origin of the NPP, they will tell you, say, it is actually through the formation of, the Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition. So Dankwa Dombo Buzia, Dombo tradition, a collective of some people established the Northern People's Party, and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Papa was part of the Northern People's Party. So our influence, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the tradition, Papa Niemani Dombo, northern sector of our country, our influence in this particular election, whether we like it or not. Our influence in our election. So Ucheke as far back in that particular year now, and everything became successful for the NPP on the bar 1992. So more that tradition for Dr. Mahmoud Baumi and the Papani. But so onye obi beka say oye nipa fufrubi ewo NPP political party name or nipa that or tradition or that history no ne chi our northern region or more that history no with the NPP as a political party. Then you talk about Ira John Dramani Mahama. What we say Ira John Dramani Mahama one particular person. When we talk about say Ubia or Kendinia or multilingual, you talk about John Dramani Mahama or multilingual or say a lot of languages or Kahausa or Kagonja or a lot of languages but then you actually talk about at the time Nipapa I friend Emmanuel Adama Mahama served as a member of parliament at the time another Dr. Kwame Nkrumah reigning as a head of state in the First Republic of Ghana. So as the head of state, Dr. Adam Mahama was the member of parliament, and later on he became a regional minister under the administration of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and Ntimi Koso. But as I check here, John Mahama Kasano attended a primary school, and primary school attended Achimota school in Accra. No Timi Kotuaso Ghana secondary school Tamale to Tamale enjoy free SHS at that time. Not Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to me ensure free SHS in Ghana, but the free SHS, and I say the free high school policy, that time we Nkrumah, but then now
the maestro sorry was Sujana Yamfa we inform say TI Amadia Amas I say and to Kobiesi about soldiers soldiers Abama. Say why you did some Kitrakra, Tiamas, meant to me once been a buy, but fortunately, soldiers intervene here. So, twas mame.
Okay.
Okay, and that's
okay. Nice. So, check it at that time. Ira John Dramani Mahama echoed the Ghana Secondary School or Tamale. At that time, now Kwame Nkrumah to me, I established the free SHS, but then now bit me. It is soon for one was only the northern people. Papa Manoko to enjoy the free SHS in Tamale. But then as far back in 1981, and Utimi Kobo on a bachelor's degree at the University of Ghana, Legon. In 1981, Okoridi history at the University of Legon, Ghana. And complete in 1986 acquiring a postgraduate studies and also so in communications communication in terms of communication so be our kasa media movie Ira John Dramani Mahama no eko school just in 1986 with graduate year, but then was also tried senior high school as a history teacher for some few years and as an also University of Ghana Legombium social psychology Moscow social science department and okusunya in the social science department or Moscow and then also complete in 1988. But then you found two obienim say after say Ira John Dramani Mahama eba Ghana no oye adwuma ewo the research officer, and I said the research embassy, and we had the embassy of Japan as a research officer, the embassy of Japan until 1995. Onwakasa Edan who was international relations officer. Essence so Ghana, your communications, company at that time established under Flight Lieutenant Joy John Rawlings.
Okay.
But then in 1996, Ira John Dramani Mahama became a member of parliament. Bolban boy any or more omaka honomono, and then he reigned through 96 to 2004 on one ankasaka say enya de so betwaso becoming the member of parliament Ediama Boleman boy for Nibium. But then under the administration of Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, he became a deputy minister, and later on he became minister of communications and as a minister of informations Edema Yera Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings from 1998 to 2001. So that was the time Yera John Dramani Mahama Odini Juma in the NDC under Flight Lieutenant George Rawlings. But then in 2008, and oye nadwin so obe pursue his dream career to become the president and also the vice president of our country called Ghana. At the time now Evans Fifi Atamils as a running mate for the NDC no more general election for them to contest against Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo at this particular moment in time, and as a running mate or no support to John Evans Fifi Atamils. At the time to become a running mate, not the founder of the NDC Mfwaso, that is Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, no Mfwaso.
Not the reason
they say on John Dramani Mahama NDC so becoming the running mate.
Then a way on it, but we similarities. So
yes, John Evans Fifi Atamils. So even data and as a time where they share Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings so ombra that particular program nibino on the wrong time. And so at the time you're Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings buy no na oma pon program na yi na as a running mate and oba na say ba ko pedo kai was the NDC you're John Dramani Mahama you will suffer in the future as some cattle no free hokoe.
So one said I'm a vivid reason
but then on no castle on so for John Dramani Mahama to become the running mate. But then also which the court that same time in 2007 MPP ko echo have you almost primaries.
That's the story I'm say history very entertaining man yan kono ne KW wabiaja Yankokudin come report to be free or Basisia. KW. The unofficial lawyer, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Apumbo Gominia.
Yamia Mobo.
The Radiasi. What now? What be a judge say?
What be a Jamoko? Baby, I about to go so on Sana, what be a Janso. Ecoso has na Yabo Pro Cacra 1990. Many stations are Oduro, say, and about to see Echo.
Okay. Now, Mami Musa say about 20 to say nipa to because constituencies be any yano. Kamea say I didn't to know from.
Because the value is the same. 10 out to know from. Said a shall see free a Buakwa Boaso among Guase police station. You do order any person to Abano 204. That's a 1220. Then nipa 55 and a to Abano. So na Ebuakwa Boaso their background state. Nipa 488 and also to Abano. That's a time I used to there's 12 something na a year 171 and na etinia to. So na Ebuakwa Boaso their backgrounds B and also nipa 487 and a walk on say one better about Elho. Some I used to na 149 and na one mutiny ato Abano. Na yeba Ebuakwa division, Ebuakwa 1 division school. And also enipa 305 and the wako yana say one to Abanidie. Emu 96 and na as a time be don kumunu yesu hono na one motini akwato one aba. Ebuakwa 2 division hono and also nipa 276 and also one to about ho. Emu 101 101 and na etini atu one aba. Sanya call Ebuakwa House Roman School 2. And also Enita also to about El Hono, a year 527, a move 220, and the Etini Ababetuo 527, in the move 220, Etini Ababetuo. If you want to call Ebuakwa House School B, Primary School B, Enita also to about one, a year 500, a handum, a move 251, and not one Ababetuo. And I say Ebuakwa LC from the A1 Hono, and also Nipa 501, and also to Abano, Emu 189, and Etinia to 501, and Emu 189, Etinia to Yaba Ebuakwa LC from the 2, and also Nipa also to Abano, 462, Emu 198. Emu 198.
Yeah, Sassi Sumai be one. Sassi Sahono, Homani, Yaka, Sassi Sumai be.
You, Ebuakwa Arusi Primary School, 2, Enipa 462, and also to Abano, Emu 198, and as a term, no, you feel one etini at all. Na Yedani me HMO, Ebuakwa Arusi Primary School, 3D, and also Nipa 461 and also to Abano, emu 171 and after my year free one now one better out of 461 emu 178 and actually abeto and ebuakwa LC primary 2B and also enipa 526 and our community to aba year free one basis na eduasa enteni na enipa atono 241 na yeba ebuakwa NAGHS enipa 242 and also to aba no year free one basis na eduasa emu no na emu 95 and abeto 242 no emu 95 and ababeto ebuakwa NAGHS and also nipa also to aba no 158 158 one man na as a time year free one beto no 5252 and na one man beto aba no afia ba apem has the chief palace 2 ho enika also to aba no 272 272 after my year free ho and also no mama beto no 114 114 and na ababeto aba no afei apem has a chief palace 1 ho enika also to aba no 409 one ma after my year free one ma beto no 206 and you have the apobono ewo ebuakwa CMB shell ebuakwa CMB that they are shared nipa also to aba ewo center D no one me 604 emu 292 and na etiye beto out of 604 emu 292 and abeto afei CMB that they are share hono so nipa also to aba hono 605 emu 270 and one mababeto emu 270 and ababeto na many I say bia Rebecca say a dombi na actually so na say machines no and a season tia intimi en kontemo sa no e man for beach say this time no o ma church police station in the enti say the kanani who say ke bia a dom expert so no as enter want to say let's put him one kasa na say enipa one more expect police station say awodo no na hwe kamwa ya nuguma ya bi ene dia ban dia that is a 10 out no one kasa na e wo from ya man for minim say bia dynamic no no train na one de akwakotu so bia abembu na aba na say refie ata and your echo so e wa hanon no me
Oduro ye be dase pa said o kan na me say o ma titim dodo eno count nipa ntimi mom pe so I think eno so na eyo mo ani so de nche be dase ye be pam ye be san ba ho na de to so bia de aman nyame sura menua we KW Kwabena record the unofficial lawyer ana ngwabia jao they will report na my figures ni nyina ana odi aman still live on AP radio 105.7 APTV anti yanko na yankuti ene kakra emra na okay yabe adama bia etin and I like the way about one so air corner pa me angaza no manager home the maestro beto us say history no was very entertaining and educative as well so even chebe sa kono na wato aso e de amaye na yenko na yenkunkutie nana kwame pedi akon nana kwame pedi akon okay or say 80% of the polling agents na nya accreditation into cheda no krakra.
When we were supposed to just write a common letter and it's supposed to be released, I know this was done for NDC and it was done for MPP, but the two parties were successful with the EC. But New Force hasn't been. For some reason, I believe that the same God that always keeps us in peace within our governance will see us through this moment. I just want to say to most of the polling agents that ended up without accreditation that we're sorry. It's not that we didn't want them to be the polling agents, but it's just that they didn't release the accreditations for them. And they personally gave it to them and made them fill a different form. I think that Ghana needs some sort of transparency in our democratic constitutions. If this falls apart, I think that we will take it further to the International Court of Justice. But we just hope that this voting goes well, because at this very point, 80% of our polling agents are not going to be in the room to actually rectify our pink sheet. They thought that we would not get the 40,000 people. But if we come this far, what makes them think that we were not going to give them those names? And why did they disappoint us? I am still not happy, and from the past 3 days I've released two different press conferences. I hope that Ghana is hearing us. As we speak, there's so many people who couldn't get food, but they still went to represent us as polling agents. We didn't know that they are our polling agents, but they didn't give us the chance to even accredit them or give them the accreditation so we could go through the process as they make it look like. I really have realized that the duopoly is overprotected, it's overhailed, and everything evolves around them. This election should show Ghana that that shouldn't be the case. Everything should evolve around Ghana and the citizens of this country. It should not evolve around parties. So I'm using this moment to remind the likes of EC, the Parliament, and some of these governmental institutions that let's stop making this whole thing about parties, and let's start making our national governance about our country and our nation. Thank you.
Cheda and the two Janintino, the polling agents, 80% in accreditation. Now, say Ghana, are there for the transparency? I say, Agyemang, I had been be say, Kwabena, the maestro.
President,
Minia. That's why now go for into East. Don't draw any Mahama.
Yes, so
now Papa Jim Chumano cry.
Oh yes, no Chumano, and no believe say Ononye. I mean the fully fit running mate or no betimi John Evans Fifia Tamils actually as the running mate for the NDC. No more coming 2008 election. It's no the no or no MPNSO or think about in term. Anomu impenifoni nyineshia enkobetiem koma Ira John Dramani Mahama and yet the running mate for John Evans Fifiata Mills in the 2008 election. Asema making AC in 2007. Abra NDC a call omo lancho manifesto na omo koyi omo running mates atre patcho so what I say as in same way a course and nipa at the time na John Flight Lieutenant John Rawlings airboat Sifri came over Munipa or the information no coma Jerry John Rawlings said John Dramani Mahama no the late E.T. Mensah in Shia Flight Lieutenant John Rawlings or Bonamani and said program near you na John Dramani Mahama and and as I said it's me coy but we had a fruitful career because of say Omurini the first time as a running mate no Omurini election in 2008 election the call runoff no the NDC won the election abruptly and Sana Yeko 10 constituency even Crampo Yeko to Sabano in 2009 that is January 2009 Yeko to Sabana and so the last constituency at Tuaba ETG and no declare the presidential results of the 2008 election. Now, right from that particular moment, they came to power. But unfortunately, in 2012, left to about 6 months to the election, and John Evans Fifiata Mills echo on the Krechi. So John Dramani Mahama needed to take the mantle and take that particular mantle. So basically the NDC to become the next presidential candidate in the 2012 election.
That's true. With the Safate, my couple some camera.
All right.
Now, Yanni Philippa, I was some Chinko Kutinkomo. Now, Musa Philip say, Philippa says, send I full reality. Philippa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Now, Pumboko, dear.
Le pacho nyamiado me hoye pa na monsoi.
Oh nyamiado me yonsi hoye pa sister Philippa.
Okay nyamiase.
Na posum twen ba bi akoto aba no na e hot say.
Ai me pacho me koto aba no wo Bosomtwe constituency. New Kokobriko DA Primary School.
Okay.
Na no kwasem ni bibia koso boko bibia da na kwemu. Inyoma gugu akwemu basabasa bia so NCA so far.
Na mama misa nipa na to aba no koi na line no te sen na nipa doso ana se bibiri person beto te sen ho.
Oh na normal. Na normal. And yamu no so bibiri sa de. but now okay. Depending on the DIT, hey, Nippon should and also constituency Muhammad saying, no. I think the much change him no, let's use a wama a balance to on the air content.
Wow, let's say also the also say Yachi Chimnitina Mana Copasa. There's a baby. All right, Yati, our sister for the Panama Domabri Permno. You say here be ever Saba or not Odiama, Yabedasi.
Patrol, Medasi.
Yamaka, bye bye. All right,
amen.
And we are Philippa, Bosom tree, and your coin, the maestro.
So, or standing in 2012 election, no, now it was actually overwhelming for the dream start career of President John Dramani, Mahama, because of said in the 2012 election, now Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo come a contested for the second time in history after said 2008 Olusu to Fifi Atamels in the runoff election, also in the 2008 general election. It was called more in 2012, no, now it was actually befitting say Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo bet me we need that particular election because in terms of popularity, no one standing 2008 election, but na election and popularity, but then election based on contest. Contest they say developmental project away na ubeti media wini.
Okay.
And Dramani Mahama every that particular election. Maintain what it me PMO. Eti omodi asem no down Supreme Court. That is the NPP political party. The asem no down Supreme Court. A whole lot of things. Eti me establish drew this particular process. But then in 2016. As the incumbent president in losing the election to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, it was a woe defeat to John Dramani Mahama and a man who losing that particular election. But the losing election, no, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo they take you on together with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and this time around, or spending 4 years as the in his tenure as the president of the Republic of Ghana, and then all pray in the second tenure. Or pray in a second tenure in a quest to become the next president, of the Republic of Ghana. And I believe say it will be a highly contest because of the northern region and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia too for the northern region.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it's me a contest on only Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo contested 2012. And was also in the contested 2016-2020. So 4 times for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, emu 4 times, no, emu 2 times, and I would see me every ni ede amano. And then talking about 2 times, so what sounds with me, that's the 2008-2012 election. And we are talking about a particular moment, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and so standing in a ticket of the NPP as the first North not to lead the NPP in the democratic general elections in the Republic of Ghana. So terrain because of say we are talking about John Dramani Mahama or no free Gonja or free Gonja and I say or Gonja the Shekronkron Damango in 1958 Damango in the Savannah region. And also can the 4 northern region zone and also Ekahumbi. They talk about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Tamale and also the northern region and somehow the northeast of the northern region or free northern region and somehow northeast of northern, and that is the Mamprusi area on Ankasa Otimi free and now sounds the northern region. So free the northeast and also the typical northern region of the Republic of Ghana and Omunina also your northerners. One person at this particular election between Yafa. But I may stick it to the election 2020 starts. 80 PM in the 4 northern regions, 80 PM. Even at the time Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, LED the NPP, LED the NPP as the incumbent president, they did magic with that. And magic omuye and say, check it in northern region only. NPP in 391,446.
391,446. 46. Our northern region.
Our northern region. And that was the Bawumia effect at the time. No year running meter, not or more campaigning massively for Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo to continue on his second term. So what to me, it rated the 391,000 at the core in percentages are. We 46%. But the NDC John Dramani Mahama 449,650 who accumulated the core in percentages are 52% in the northern region zone only. what I say, also in the election 2020. So this time around, we are having Dr. Mahmoud Bahoumi on the Northern Region, and we are having John Dramani Mahama on also the Northern Region. But the 2020 effect, was Nadado Danko Kufuado saying that Northern Region zone, voting cast debate Miyako, while check debate Mako saying. So this time natural say that particular 2020, NDC, Etimi, LED, the NPP with just 6% margin. What I say? It was just 6% margin, and Omutimi and also Omutimi LED that particular, So we are talking about the movement. So switch they call the Northeast. This is the Northeast. Northeast, that particular area. If you can say Dr. Mahmoud Bahoumi free, and that's in the free man Ankasashe because of your man Prusini. And in election 2020, NPP enya 122,792. 122,792. Who accumulated the coin the percentage rate onya 51.37% in Unyaye. Wow. NDC enya 112,306. Who accumulated here 47%. So the NPP no etimi overtake the NDC in the Northeast region, but then in 2016, NDC 40 overtake NPP in the Northeast region. NDC enya close to about 50% as compared to NPP in the 2016 election, munya the 49%. But Dr. Mahmoud Bahoumi koye Agyemang munya 122,792 in accumulation of about 51.37%, and as I said, accumulated BMB 51.4%. Na NDC enya 112,306 who accumulated 47%. So that was the Northeast. Omo election results etimi toja in the election 2020, and definitely NPP to me overtake the presidential, voting cast in the Northeast region. So also we should call the Upper West. Upper West, NDC omo honomono enya 238,949. 238,949 votes. So who accumulated the core percentage? Only 67% as compared to NPP, almost 30% in the Upper West region. So the NPP they may catch a man for say and another than Kweku Fuado and they lead the NPP in the 2020 election. But then the NPP in 105,947 in the Upper West region who are committed. Debbie Baumia Northeast, Northeast 2020. Baumia more NPP Timify and under the leadership of Nadado Danko Kufuado. But then Upper West NDC in 238,949, 67% as compared to NPP 105,947 in percentage rate 30%. It's on the Upper West on the NDC actually NPP more close margin of about 37%. NPP more. But so the call Upper East NDC in 332,317. Okay. 22,317 in percentage rate. 63%. NPP in 175,400. 175,400. It will be 34.4%. Wow. On the way it's here, yeah. Then you talk about NDC in Savannah region. The Honson John Dramani Mahama, the hometown. Bole Bamboy was Savannah region. NDC in 2020 in 144,244. 62.97% no munyae Savannah region the NDC. And NPP in 80,605. Close to about 35.19% the Savannah region. So Savannah region there, you find say how the John Dramani Mahama on Rankasa the hometown. So definitely that particular region will vote massively for John Dramani Mahama. But we're talking about Upper East, Upper West, and the proper northern region zone. I'm optimistic. Say Dr. Mahmoud Bahoumi can pick the northern region zone. We need the northern region. Yes. Be projecting northern region zone. Now, you've been a very educative, acquire His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. By video 2008. Very good. Very good.
The National Democratic Congress and Professor John Evans Agyemang has just concluded all the final consultation processes in conformity with Article 44 of the NDC Constitution. Professor Mills has named Honorable John Dramani Mahama as his vice presidential candidate for the 2008 elections. A decision which has been unanimously approved by the National Executive Committee of the NDC.
Party functionaries present erupted into spontaneous joy soon after the announcement. The choice of John Dramani Mahama as the running mate of Atta Mills ends weeks of speculations over a suitable candidate for the
year 2008 and a big brother the maestro Kano dear course on the Kyem John Dramani Mahama no vice to the late John Fifi Atta Mills and na the maestro bet was yanko APC na Mahama Yarga and press conference or no friends and trophy 4 na Mahama Yarga Pia first war.
That's all training for the gym.
Yes, said yes. Ye team la.
What do you mean? Are we serious? You people are taking this country for granted. Who is the president? Is the president serious? Do you know you are ruling a country or you think you are ruling a bamboo tree? 30 million Ghanaians, you are joking with their lives. Come on. Power.
To Frank Ademomo Mahama Yargano no before Bapa say I'm to kick the country for granted and then some no be who is severe because there be a do level be no say your politicians answer say Ghanaians will be fed up. Be fed up. Now constituency be yasu Oduro Ebenezer Methodist Church omode ade ko si ho bia kura no so koto aba e won so ni a message kesiye pa edema politicians you know enye da biana sebe mo beye you understand so but we will tell them say they should go out and vote mo konko vote da the maestro beto aso na yenko Kyem University yensa kan resource bi o ha Great Hall 1 registered voters 616 so far omo mato about vote cast 201 and a Great Hall 1 yenko Great Hall 2 yenko Great Hall 2 registered voters near 610 vote cast 239 Great Hall 3 registered voters 420 vote cast 160 Great Hall 4 registered voters 379 vote cast 161 and a KNUST reporter everywhere by the maestro.
I think voter turnout in our form. Voter turnout is very
yeah, and the maestro latest about is press conference also or a friend Mahmoud Baumia His Excellency a press conference every time you back on your press conference now
okay, so I think the voter turnout is very low this time around as compared to the last time of your 2 elections in Ghana, that is the election 2020. We were a good start about the voter turnout in election 2020. All the 16 regions we were Ewahanum, Predos, and Twaso Ewahanuma. So, Ocheke at the northern region. Northern region, the NDs need to pick that particular region in the northern zone, and northern region only. We're talking about the voter turnout. It was closed about 88.62%. 88.62%. So massively, vote in the northern region, people turned out and then they voted massively. Omoko custom vote, and that region, they were swinging that region in was the NDC. Ocheke they call the Northeast region. Northeast 86.46%, 86.4648%, and then the power of far that particular region was the NPP in the presidential candidate, and I say in the presidential election, it was the NPP. In the PK, that particular northeast constituency, northeast region, NPP in the PK, OT region, 85.84%.
The maestro, sorry, quickly, young Kofa press conference, your turnout, a very poor, a high grade power, because Asama cry, no, very, very poor. I am telling you figures now. Yensaka from a line or so, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. And I say with a message to them. Yes. Because your bread,
yes,
the beer, the muyen see obi hu yes, and today I make say me say free SHS no some years to come ababi ebeso no untimi sisu obi organa ha biem
yeah
na fe dia sa and on dia AC and I'm sure so almost said them no almost think a lot and to very careful na Ghana for you need it. Okay. Etia kwani nkonko for press conference na His Excellency Mahmoud Bawumia eyenemra. Ye for feed na basehia.
His own son. His son. Papers to go to the polling station and cast his vote and dump it into the ballot box. It tells you the mindset and the thinking that they know they have lost. They know there is no way the good people of this country are going to go into the box and vote for them. And so they are resorting to these illegalities and manipulate our elections. But that is going to be extremely difficult for them because the Electoral Commission is vigilant, the security and our ever hard-working party people in each of the 40,000 polling stations. Of the NDC youth organizer for the Agyemang constituency, These examples, these critical examples, and it's important that I make the point that you would realize the MPP is not churning out misinformation and disinformation. What we are doing is to highlight issues that have gone on, that have already been actioned by the police and the Electoral Commission, to ensure that we encourage every Ghanaian to also be on the lookout and be on the watch in preventing such things to happen. And these few examples clearly is I believe that the NDC is engaged in a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people after they have realized they have lost the elections. And of course, clearly, with the numerous arrests that is going on, it's clear that. And so if you're an NDC agent, you're an NDC officer, you're an NDC friend that has been engaged by them to execute any other activity from this moment to the next few hours before the election ends, please be reminded that you are going to be arrested, you are going to be caught, and when you are arrested, you are going to be alone. And so you would advise yourself and ensure that you do not engage in whatever it is that they have actually tasked you to do. The EC officials have done tremendously well, except for the few accomplices of the NDC. Be rest assured to succeed. In that way, we restate our call to the Ghana Police Service to give us the status of each of the single arrests they have made for each of these criminalities that the NDC have been doing since the last 3-4 days and today. We need to bring these things to the attention of the Ghanaian people, give us a status report, and we need to get any other person to know what has happened to these criminals so that when they are also thinking and planning to do same with the NDC, they will be cautious. To our very good Ghanaian people, be rest assured that we are going to increase the vigilance at the polling stations, and we call on all of you to join us in this endeavor. We believe that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is winning this election, and we are committed to a peaceful process, we are committed to a transparent process, and we are calling on every Ghanaian out there to join us in this cause to ensure that your vote would count, and that at the end of the day we will not be having an illegal president, but we'll be having a president that has been voted for by the Ghanaian people and by the people who qualify to do so. We trust that each and every Ghanaian would exercise their right to vote and will not be dissuaded or be intimidated by the selfish acts of the opposition NDC. We encourage you that in the next few hours before the election ends, please and please again, go and add up to the numbers. Step out, go and cast your vote. This is your moment, this is your time, this is your time to show that you are a patriotic citizen. Go out there and cast your vote, and also make your voice count and make your voice also be heard. Remain calm. Do not be worried. We are with you. We are committed to protect your vote, and we are going to work with you from now to the end of the elections to ensure a peaceful, free and fair elections that will reflect the views of the Ghanaian people. And we are confident that seeing what is going on, sensing what is happening, clearly Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is in the lead and is going to win these elections. The NDC is jittery. The NDC is worried because they came into these elections with one strategy. Having realized in the last few months that they are losing the elections, they came in with one strategy: let's steal the will of the people. And at this point that they realize that their strategy is failing, it is causing a lot of discomfort for them. And this is the time for all of us to work together and push them completely into the corner and into obscurity. If they are confident that their candidate is a credible candidate to lead this country, and they are confident that the good people of Ghana want their candidate, they should allow the process to go free and fair. But if they choose not to allow it and allow the laws to work, we are here to work with you, the Ghanaian people, and all stakeholders to continuously clip them like we have done since morning and ensure that they feel in this endeavor. Thank you very much for your attention. Like we said earlier on, we will continuously engage every single hour, every single in a very peaceful, transparent manner. We are encouraging all other political parties to also move away from the misinformation and disinformation and toe the way Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the MPP have told. For our chief audience, for the Kenyan say, Yabeda Mose, Ewa Kwaya, Yenaka and Wabo Fianopa, Yetu and Wako police stations are yet to Aba. Nipe Pia Kotuaba across the country, you know, Eyenika. Now the SN say, Moma Yenina, sorry, Wawunyan to Abano, Bomode na sorry waka, Nako police station, Nako Kotuaba. In so Asha Sia Eto, one Kwan Kotua, one who bedu, sooner by what you say, Ukono, then Suno, Aba Bekawa Shefie. Way and a umbre nie, Sambre, and I'll bet to me a ma, also, what dream poor, and then Wakasa, and then the Dawa Kumasono, who bet to me a chair dream through the votes, and I said through the ballot. Your best say,
okay, still live for AP Radio 105.7 and APA TV Miracle Abwaje, a spokesperson, Edema, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Mahamudu Bawumia, Onona Ade and somehow to a two channel. Na Mako the maestro no we na ye try ho aba ye kopa na yaba beto aso
enkunjam
yaba na yaba beto aso. Okay. Na okay. Manaf, yes, Manaf from so many who are swansy. The matron, the maestro,
my boy. Manaf, I'm happy for Manaf because Manaf here, my childhood friend, and and I'm happy for him because of currently. Or pursuing a dream career to become a member of parliament for that Swansea constituency. And I think, say, and also a tight constituency for the NDC, stronghold and a tight constituency for the NDC. And I believe say of course was once and somebody then I'm not sure after Manaf, I'm not sure say they will have any person to rescue them from the hands of the NDC. Sanya Manafa, it will be very difficult for them to get someone from Asawasi Zongo, and I say a typical Zongonian on TV. I rescue, Asawasi from the hands of the National Democratic Congress political party.
Yeah.
But I think say the turnout in Kosono, me pamacho so utimia go out and vote. Go out and vote.
Yeah, so yɛhwɛ asama ankasa ne turnout asama wokan.
Yeah.
Yɛhwɛ asama na dibi wɔ ha. Na about 246 we ne ba na 150.
Okay.
Asama number 1 JHS. Ɛsɛ nipa 219 ɛna ɛkɔtɔ JHS 1. Nipa 40 ana ato aso okay out of 150 no. JHS 2 na ɛsɛ nipa 268 ɛna ɛkɔtɔ 32 ana na ato. JHS 4 283 and an essay to 40 and an out to JHS 3 173 and an 38 and ato. Number 1 primary Ashaman. Number 1 Nese Nipa 698 and a koto 295 pe and an ato. Number 2 primary 2 Nese Nipa 537 and a koto 202 pe and an ato. Number 1 primary 3 Nese Nipa 432 and a koto 110 pe ananato. Okay, number 1 primary 4. They say nipa 674 and I got to 151 ananato. You got Divine Healers Church ewa Saman. Market Square 1. Ne ye expecting nipa 529. Na about 150 no. As of 150 ne 139 ananato. Market Square 2 610 registered voters and 143 na ato. St. Mary International School Station 2 na expecting nipa 284 42 na ato. Na Eko Station 2 registered voters 386 73 na ato. Station 3 registered voters 312 46 ana ato. Station 4 373 80 ana ato. Old Police Station ewa sama hwa. Old Police Station 1 registered voters 643 251 ato. Old Police Station 2 registered voters 686 204 ato. Yankwa Sama Central Mosque. Yakwa Central Mosque 1. Central Mosque 1 registered voters 713 220 na ato. Yes, na yakwa Central Mosque 2 registered voters 420 157 ato. National Primary School Old Tulaku 5 polling stations and now polling station 1 no 555 registered voters 170 nato 497 registered voters 140 nato 675 registered voters 143 nato 388 registered voters 100 nato and out of 188 na polling station 5 no 98 and ato Asama main station mosque Nipa to registered voters 530 main station mosque 1 144 nanato and 622 main station mosque 2 81 out of 722 and ato. In the 25 polling stations ewa assignment and no as of 150 no dear na etienne no never is true.
President, I think say a tragic thing is now. I don't want to believe say the people of Ghana doesn't want to vote. I was almost omo exercise almost civil rights. Na be onkoyi and famo in Ghana because of say I'm actually receiving some kind of data be the turnout is very low. 2020 the turnout for Ashanti region was 82.85%. But currently, we accumulating from all the constituencies and the districts in our Ashanti region. Close to about 20% per annum. It's me a pulley up about 20%. 20% in Ashanti region.
What is it?
It is actually disturbing. They should go out and vote. mut konako expressive view, expressive opinion on the ballot paper, vote to a farmer the deserved person. Now you think say he might be the next president for the Republic of Ghana. Go and vote.
Nah, o can't go and vote. You call Bogatanga and in Gazanga JSS polling station, Central Bolga Central. No. Yes, say be a friend Mumuni Rufai or a personal aide of MPP's executive secretary. Edema hard board Alhaji Hamza Farouk. No, yes, or what Timumuni Rufai no or Kokotwabano, Udinline no, and I see NDC be a suspect and Pomokoeno. Na 100 thumb-printed ballot papers into a TV in this one and a question called the Kwakugum Yachano or your NP Mumuni Rufai, Mumuni Rufai, and Tini called the Kwakugum Nina thumb-printed. And no a de metano. Near the metano live for AP Radio 105.7 cultural say Panekwan beto for my Bema Unsa Aka. Obosi East, so you say tension be about bosses, the man showed it to us, mammy.
I don't believe say mete sense in some way na me yakaka because of say enche bia na Agyemang ponua the similar issue esi wo honom na Agyemang wa bi janso so ebi nso wetimi esi wo fon asen nyina bi esi wo honom takwa insu ayem so I think say ebi nso esi wo honom but takwa insu ayem na ehu eye omoche guy bia no ono no ekura I mean so many ballot papers and all other question ballot box anymore.
Yeah.
And that takwa so yem one kasa na turn out na kasa sounds very low. Very low because the takwa for no air train say be more muskanso no makoto aba no. Because in the last election the course between Duka and the Justice Agyemang Mono or we need NDC need close to about 101 votes per in order train Justice Agyemang Mo. So currently takwa so yem no turn out now also
wait am so sorry you so call nakpala ye to aba ho nipa bia prepare say ye bia sem aba ko afrim am be so prepare nakpala ye be hwe be bia constituency ko ho to us what too bad so sad my god
okay para ya semo ya pass ndue into boase
na me hu ade bi wo ha no me hu ye ewiem ho ba na still me say hu ye say pull your papers, ballot papers, no. John Dramani, Dr. Magboud Baumia, ya titinanim on se baby on one. Na manyabiwa ya say Bayiri polling station. Ana Sadi and Koso. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. Ya tititi sun nim and nim the Koso sa the Ghana. Yeah.
It wouldn't be well for the country. Say, Obia presidential aspirant with a deserved political party, the presidential aspirant, our ballot box, and I say sorry, ballot paper and so. Now, Ubi si one what's in the free honomodia. I don't think say that even ballot paper no cramp qualify say ye county. At the time, you best stop election. But also what I say, qualify. Say you be county. You be regarded that ballot paper now as rejected ballot paper. Say oh yeah, printing us in you who be in funny who the 13 presidential aspirant or mufuni was what we wouldn't regard Sanya Mane Okosun and I said that particular ballot paper now as a valid vote cast. You be rejected. Amana dia to baby crampo. You be rejected to baby cry. So I believe Sanya Mane Okosun no. So oh yeah, when I say vote no, it will be counted as a rejected. I mean ballot paper. And mkoyi infama wow yeah no. The moment ye who presidential aspirant as a flag bearer be e was so back crab free money, it means say that ballot paper no is invalid and the counted as rejected ballot paper. Inti yembrani the year juma ye chonso so the ene was wasunyeshi also ukotrim be if you do watch now ba uba no who say ye to aba onye se bisa nyamra sem ni bi
say ye to abana man for ni apre market or something region Kumasi specifically I enter say we ko video ya ba okokiji te Dubai a man for busy di omudwa kra won't see dogo bi no abe
omo video
yes Obuasi East in so apai tension palm soldiers and any civilians yenhemra What's the East? The no. And Yami KJT Dubai, and there's 7 December year to about market air cost. Maybe I be true no. Me for me sitting here there in a way I like that. Enkwapem da ben amobe ni pasa. Okay. Na yewe se be ko Wireko constituency na ye Frank. Ye Frank akwakodi nkomo Wireko constituency. Frank Naro na yebusa no nyina na wo de abade pa. Ye so be tu eboase ne akan e di amount. Na bibia so aye kama Philip Kwabena